Mr. President, I rise today to honor a fellow Iowan, a friend, and an extraordinary leader, General Randy A. George, upon his retirement from the United States Army after more than 4 decades of distinguished service to our nation. General George has devoted his life to the defense of the United States of America and her people. Born to Robert and Lorraine George and raised in Alden, a beautiful rural community in north central Iowa, Randy's folks instilled in him solid Iowa values that would take him on an incredible journey from the rolling countryside of our heartland to the highest ranks of the United States Army. Randy was raised humble, hardworking, courageous, and patriotic. Randy enlisted in the United States Army before his 18th birthday, and he focused his eyes on the future. 2 years after his enlistment, Randy received a nomination for the United States Military Academy at West Point from my distinguished colleague, Senator Chuck Grassley. Randy then received his appointment to West Point and joined the distinguished long gray line. He was commissioned from West Point as an infantry officer in 1988 and served as a lieutenant in the vaunted 101st Airborne Division, and rising through the ranks in many illustrious units, including the 4th Infantry Division, 173rd Airborne Brigade, and I Corps. Randy has served in multiple deployments through several eras of American warfare, from Operation Desert Shield, Desert Storm to the global war on terrorism. His boots tread soil and sand in many countries: Kuwait, Iraq, Afghanistan, and many more around the globe in his most senior positions with the United States Army. He literally commanded at every level of the Army, and our Army is so much stronger, agile, and lethal because of his leadership. Randy advanced to the role of Vice Chief of Staff of the Army from 2022 to 2023, and most recently served as our 41st Chief of Staff of the Army. As Chief of Staff, Randy readied our Army for the future battlefield, capitalizing on the innovative spirit of our soldiers to transform the service from the ground up. His determination yielded generational investments in the Army's organic industrial base and a long overdue slashing of unnecessary waste and bureaucracy, equipping our soldiers with the training and the technology they need to survive and dominate on the battlefield. Those who served with him describe him as a consistent leader, steady in even the most trying of times. He is a man who loves and respects his soldiers and built winning, capable teams. He is a soldier's soldier, which in the Army is the highest of compliments. He will be remembered for that. He is a man of character who placed the Army's responsibility to our great nation above all else. Now, as a senator, I am very privileged to travel to many communities across Iowa every single year. And as I recently passed through the little tiny communities in Hardin County, I would ask the farmers and the small business owners if they knew Randy George. And of course they did. I received answers of, I played basketball in high school with Randy, or my sister used to babysit Randy, and Randy's dad inspired me to go into agriculture. They all had kind words, and they spoke those words with pride. Most were proud that Randy was serving in the Army. They all knew that he had an important job, but their eyes would pop open when I explained that he was the highest ranking officer in the United States Army. Chief of Staff of the United States Army. Honestly, Randy's job title didn't matter to them, because in Alden, Iowa, he, simply known as Randy George, was doing great work to keep them all safe. Randy represents the very best of Iowa and of our nation. I'd also like to express my thanks to Randy's wife and his West Point classmate, Mrs. Patty George. She has served Army families for nearly 40 years, and whose energy, endless energy, and dedication were reflected in every single formation that Randy led. The Georges raised two incredible kids, Grant and Andrea, and they recently welcomed two grandchildren to their family as well. We wish Randy and his entire family continued success and fulfillment. General Randy George's legacy will endure through the thousands and thousands of soldiers that were shaped by his mentorship and example. I know he will continue to serve our nation. Sir, General George, I am honored to be your senator. So today, as I hold the floor of the Senate in the heart of the nation's capital, on behalf of an extremely grateful nation, I extend my deepest thanks and appreciation to General Randy A. George for his extraordinary service, sacrifice, and leadership. Randy and Patty, no task too great. You have demonstrated this well to all of America. God bless you and Godspeed. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the floor.